So, while I understandably can't recall exactly what any of my haters have said to me, written to me over the years, in comments on my video or in personal messages or whatnot, I can't tell you the gist of what 3 people sent me yesterday. And those 3 people are now blocked, by the way. 1 was a woman and I think 2 were men. Okay? I can tell you the gist of their sentiments in regards to me. I can tell you what I replied to all 3 of them, and then I immediately blocked them forever. And I can also tell you that anything anybody out on YouTube has ever sent to me via this channel, since my other 2 channels, my inbox is lost to me forever because of hacker enemy, But via this channel, it's all saved out on my YouTube inbox. In my YouTube inbox, it's all saved, and it's in my Hotmail because everything I have email notifications whenever anyone posts a comment or sends a message or yada whatever. Okay, so the gist of the 3 messages that I opened today, the gist of them, the woman basically said, all you do is bitch and whine about your life. That's right, that's what I do. Justifiably so. These videos are for me. They're my way of expressing myself. They're my way of working things out of my head. They're my way of reaching out. And they're my way of hoping that somebody out there will respond, in a positive manner and give me some advice I can use, particularly the legal advice in regards to what I should do, about this shit going on with my mom and my aunt and the power of attorney and whatnot, But whatever. To her, I wrote, nobody's and this is to anyone who shares her sentiments. No one's forcing you to watch my videos. I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting anybody. No one's forcing you to watch my videos. Now, to the 2 men who wrote scathingly cruel comments to me, and pretty much the gist of those comments centered around that these men, that believe that I'm crazy, delusional, ugly, not facing reality, One even wrote that you can't believe I'm not locked up yet. I think he meant in prison, but he could be referring to a mental hospital. Who knows? Who cares? The ugly comments, I've never paid any heed to those. They don't faze me. Because I'm sorry, I know I'm not ugly. The verdict's still out on whether or not I'm crazy, but I know I'm not ugly. And even when I weighed a hell of a lot more, I still didn't pay any heed to the "you're ugly" comments because I know it's not true. Okay? I get proof of that. I get proof of that. I know I'm not ugly, so I receive outside reinforcement that proves to me that I am not ugly. So to that person, I wrote, I'm glad that there are studs out here on YouTube and on dating websites who say otherwise. That's what I wrote to the person who's saying that I'm ugly. I got a little deeper with more, like I said, I can't remember exactly what each individual hater of mine has said. I know the general idea, though, because it's just repeats of the same thing, To another person, the person who wrote that I don't face reality, that I'm delusional and don't face reality and whatnot, what did I write? I wrote to that person, something along the lines of, a lot of people who face reality and can't stand it, I i.e. can't stand the reality that they're facing, ultimately wind up killing themselves, okay? A lot of people face, and I said, my not, not me, in terms of me not facing reality, and not facing reality and giving in to my despair, because they go hand in hand. I face reality, I give in to my despair over reality. So me not facing reality and giving in to my despair ultimately caused me to lose nearly 70 pounds, okay? Like I said, a lot of people who face reality and can't stand it wind up killing themselves, okay? So, at least I'm trying. At least I'm not lying on my bed day after day and shoving food in my face, at least I'm fucking trying. When all is said and done, at least I'm trying. Like I said, I have all of this. I can go and reread it. I can send it to you, as in the elusive you. I mean, anyone who wanted me to. I could send you, forward to you, if you wanted, whatever everyone, mean things people have said to me, But anyway, 3 more people blocked today. My aunt's liver levels have elevated. They're not going down. My mom is, of course, very sad. Sadder than usual. I mean, she's understandably not the happiest person on the planet anymore than I am, She's had a really fucking rotten life. Still not sure what I'm going to do in terms of all of this ongoing mess between my Aunt Mary and me and my mom. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to try, though. In the end, I'll probably lose. Have to try. Just like in the end, I'll probably not be able to keep up the facade. When it comes to dating, I won't be able to keep up the facade, where I'm not revealing anything deeply personal about my background or me or whatnot, In the end, I'll probably fail. I'll be able to do it. I have to try. People like me who just want to sink into the earth and die should be commended when they at least try, okay? I have money now, I have the means. Well, we already know I have the means to fight my aunt. I also have the means to do things even more above and beyond, buying myself a new wardrobe and getting a French manicure and my hair done and my eyebrows shaped and waxed and all that crap. I also can do things I've always wanted to do and never had the financial means to do. I can hire a personal trainer, can take guitar lessons. I can take a class on how to improve my grammar skills, because improving my grammar skills will ultimately improve my creative, my writing in general, I can do that. This video and maybe a series of videos, something like I at least have to try, try to do the dating thing and keep it casual and don't reveal anything deeply personal about myself. It's so hard for me to censor myself, though. I'm not used to doing it. Extremely difficult for me. I have to try to learn how to do that. I feel so bad for my mom that I'm intending to do this shit. With the lawyer and hire a lawyer and whatnot, but I have to do it. I have to. I cannot stand the power Marianne has over my mom. It's a sick, sick power. It's just sick. December of 11, my mom went to the dentist and was told, she had bad decay in one of her teeth and that she needed, to get a crown. My mom told Marianne. And Marianne basically said, you can't afford to get a crown. It would be like $1,200. You can't afford to get a crown. Just get your tooth pulled. Doesn't matter if my mom can, quote-unquote, afford to get a crown, okay? My mom has excellent credit. My mom, you can put the $1,200 on a credit card and pay. You don't have to pay that much per month if you have a small amount. $1,200 is not that much on a credit card. My mom had recently totaled her car. Marianne wasn't paying the monthly car insurance payments anymore. Do you understand? Marianne always would just, that's how she kept my mother in line, or kept my mom, wrapped around her finger. Marianne kept my mom wrapped around her finger. By, you don't have the money, you don't have any money, you're broke, whatever. I hate her. You understand? I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. Not just for what she's done to me. I said to my mom tonight, I'm like, Mom, Marianne has not treated you good. You just can't remember, but I do remember, Telling my mom that she can't get a crown because she can't afford it, that she has to get the tooth pulled and leave a hole there. What gives that fucking cunt the right to do that? She just makes herself be able to do that, Did my mom say to her? My mom wouldn't stand up to her. I said, Mom, why didn't you say to her, even if I can't afford the $1,200 lump sum, I can put it on a credit card? No. Instead, my mom just said nothing. Told the aunt who has cancer now, that my mom said that she wanted to get the crown but can't afford it. I said, Mom, that wasn't even true. Okay, you have that fucking 401k. You don't even know what money's in there. Granted, you can't touch it before you're 70 unless you want to incur a penalty. But that's not the point. It's there. The point is you have excellent credit. The point is you can get the stupid crown and not be told that you have to pull your tooth, and then you don't want to do it. So you're going to save a little bit of money each month for over a year. It's only a chance that she won this case where you know, she got X amount of money and Marion got X amount of money because 7 years ago or something, Marion put in X amount of money to get it. And my mom put in X amount of money. It's just another way for Marion to control my mom, because my mom believed she was going to get hundreds of thousands of dollars. She used to tell me. I'm not making it up. She used to call me up in LA, and just another way for Marion to keep control over my mom. My mom doesn't remember this either, but apparently at one point Marion said to my mom told me, my mom tells me everything, that Marion let it slip that if they did win the case, my mom wasn't going to get any of the money. Marion was going to keep it all, you know. The dynamics that are taking place between my mother, who has suffered from schizophrenia for 34 years, and my half-aunt Marion is not right. These dynamics are not right, period. They're not right. They're not right. I don't know what my best course of action would be. I'm so helpless. I quote-unquote bitch about my life, but I do it in a very deep, informative way. That's why I have fans out here. That's why there are people who really care about me, you know? I don't just sit and go out here and I hate this and I hate... No, I give you details of what's going on with me. And I'm trying, and you've witnessed the proof of my trying. You've watched me. If you've been with me from the inception of this channel, which was December of 2010, I've lost a lot of weight since then. I at least temporarily quit drinking. You know what I mean? I managed to escape with my life from a very bad situation, and I even was able to, quote-unquote, steal my dog. I wasn't stealing my fucking dog. My name's on the AKC certificate, and my mother bought me the dog. It's just those two mother-son duos never respected the fact that I was my dog. Never took seriously any of my concerns, just brushed me aside. This was long before I was living there rent-free. I'm trying, guys, you know? If you care about me, what more can you ask from me? I'm trying. I'm even planning on quote-unquote dating again. I'm gonna try to do that. Oh, trying. I gotta get my ass to the court. I'm sure you can understand why I'm hesitating doing that. I told my mom, you know, I said, once I hire this lawyer, I'm gonna have to move out. I can't be staying here in a place where my enemy, who then will know that I've risen up and decided to fight against her, can legally come into this place. My mother's home. My mom doesn't want to believe it, but I know it's true. Marion can legally enter this residence without my mother's permission. I mean, any lawyer would back me up. I know what a durable power of attorney is. It essentially makes everything of my mother's, Marion's. I've been told that by legal experts. I've never had the means until now to hire a lawyer and fight my aunt, but I've talked to people online. I've talked to nobody. You know what I mean? I know what this all means. I know what it all means. So I'm just going to type this up, something shorter than that other 8-page, I don't know how many pages it was, too long thing that I read to you guys out on another video. But I was going to give to the courts. I need something short and sweet just to walk in there. Because as you guys see, I get very agitated and I have to be careful. I'm better off just placing down on the countertop, you know, when I walk in to talk to somebody at the courthouse, placing down the copy of the power of attorney, the pictures I've showed, one picture, you know, out of the bunch that I've shown you guys out here, where I'm 232 pounds and, you know, bruise this big on it, you know. Basically, a pretty much disgusting picture where I look horrible, and I've shown it to you guys, and this is what I was going to type up and hand to them, more or less. When I walked into this courthouse nearly 4 years ago, I looked like the enclosed picture minus the external bruises. Recently, I was awarded back pay psych disability in the amount of $17,000. I finally escaped from the abusive relationship I'd been trapped in for too many years. I'm smart enough to know that there isn't a judge out there who will grant me guardianship of my mentally ill mother when I have been diagnosed as being mentally ill myself. Be that as it may, the power my half-aunt has over my naive, gullible, easily manipulated and confused mother, who has suffered from the disease of schizophrenia since I was 10 years old, and whose memory loss and declining mental faculties concern me greatly, just isn't right. I'm here to ask you, given the facts presented, to explain to me exactly what my best course of action would be now that I'm stronger and finally have the financial means to fight my aunt, whom I've wanted to fight since the summer of 2009 when I first discovered the truth. Oh, underneath this one, be that as it may, the power my half-aunt has over my naive, gullible, easily manipulated, confused mother, who has suffered from the disease of schizophrenia since I was 10 years old, just isn't right. To compound the situation, my mother, whom I know wants to do right by me, to compound this ridiculous, maddening situation, my mother, whom I know because she has repeatedly told me so, wants to do right by me and put safeguards in place to prevent my half-aunt, my sworn enemy for 10+ years, from potentially stealing my rightful inheritance right up from under me, is totally conflicted because her sister has been suffering from an aggressive form of pancreatic cancer for 60 months now, will likely die soon, something my mother is in complete denial about, by the way. And my mother, the quote-unquote pleaser, who admittedly fears her half-sister, who has this power of attorney over my mother, doesn't want to make waves and upset the family. See, that's pretty short and sweet. It's not like a 5-page typed essay. It's like a other thing that, you know. So now the question is, when am I going to go do it? I have to show my mother I mean business. I really need to do this before, you know, God forbid something happens to Matters. Has cancer. And who's out of options because she's not allowed to have treatment anymore. You know, another thing I was thinking about while I was sitting on the toilet earlier this evening. When I was in the shelter, you know, there were support groups and things, and you know, and I got to know a couple of, you know, people who were not shelter residents who, you know, who ran these groups and whatnot. I might be able to discuss. I was also given a number that you can go for a support group with someone who's dealing with a loved one who has cancer, you know. But I can maybe discuss with these people, you know, who deal with mentally ill and people with problems and whatnot, you know. Like most, if not all of us in that shelter are obviously in there because we have problems, you know. You don't usually wind up in a homeless shelter if you have no problem. You know, it can happen, of course, but I can contact these people. They weren't my quote-unquote friends, sort of, I mean, but they were very caring. They were kind of friends. They were older than me. I can ask them what my best course of action would be, given the situation. I need to, you know, explore all options. I really hate the fact that Marion over a year ago refused. Told my mother, you can't afford a gun, just get your tooth pulled. I was reading, now my mom has the money, but what if she didn't have the money, you know? Tooth decay doesn't, problems with your teeth don't go away, they just get worse. Now instead of one crown like she needed over a year ago, she needs that same tooth to have a crown, which she now can afford. It's going to deplete her little winnings that she got from the wrongful death case against her crazy ex-husband, but, or, no, because of her wrongful death of her crazy ex-husband. It's gonna, it just makes me sick. Know that my mother told her half-sister, who has this durable power of doing it with my mom, but it wasn't done through the courts, and it just wrong. And it just, for my mom to, and then she backed down. I need a crown. You just get your tooth pulled. We were reading in the pamphlet that you shouldn't leave a hole in your mouth, that it can cause problems, that teeth can shift, that it's not good to leave a hole there. All these things I was reading, and I'm stressing to my mom because it makes me sick. It makes me sick that my mom, it just makes me sick. I don't know what more to say. It's wrong. I have no idea if I can win this, but I have to try. I have no idea if I can actually pull off this dating thing where I just date casually different guys and don't reveal personal information, deeply personal information about myself to any of them. I don't know if I can pull it off. I have to try. If I don't try, I may as well just do what I'm always constantly deep down as I'm wanting to do, curl up into a little